Public Live. It's been a lively week as usual, so thank you for spending some time with us. We've got some breaking news that we're going to discuss in a minute, but go ahead and do us a favor. Go ahead and share this post. Go ahead and like it, comment it, get the word out. Independent media lives and dies in moments, and it always comes back to you, the end user. So go ahead, if you support what we're doing here at the Remso Republic, Team Republic, everything we do, go ahead and do the littlest things, such as clicking a button. But speaking of clicking a button, gripe I've had for a while, and I'm only going to keep this under a minute because I want to go ahead and get to our main story. There are so many people out there that just go out and just spout out whatever they want online. They think that being, internet famous, being a Twitter warrior or something is good enough. Here at Team Republic, what we do is we go ahead and we control multimedia to the best of our ability, put out the best products and content and information and news and honest commentary that you, our liberty-loving readers and viewers and listeners, can go ahead and take into your life and go out and do something amazing. What we value here is actually getting something done. What we value is actual activism. What we value is going out there and doing something, not just for yourself, but for those around you, to go ahead and show that peace, liberty, free markets, individualism, tolerance are the right principles. And sometimes we fail. Other times we succeed. What we do need, though, are the right people in charge. And with me here tonight to talk about that is a good friend of the show. You know him from basically going through his resume. It's a bit ridiculous. He ran for U.S. Senate last year. He ran for New York Comptroller. He's done so much within the last couple of years. He's a libertarian rock star, ladies and gentlemen. As always, Alex Merced. Alex, what's going on?
Hey, Remso, how you been? How's everything?
It's going. So I've got to ask, Alex. It's a Friday. People are looking forward to the weekend. There's something that you want to go ahead and announce. And honestly, you've got to thank me for not leaking this when you told me about this a week ago, because I was like, oh, I can have the exclusive right now. But today's the day. What you got for us?
Well, what I want to announce is that starting today, I will be running to be the next vice chair of the Libertarian National Committee. Okay, so I'll be running to be the vice chair of the Libertarian Party starting today.
Why? Okay, I've wanted to ask you this for a while, but why? That's just it's thankless. It's overtly politicized, and just you could do so much more. Why do you want that? Of all things you could be doing with your time.
I've ran 3 races for public office up to this point. I've learned a lot about what it takes to run a good campaign, the challenges of running as a third-party candidate, and whatnot. I want to take a lot of the things that I've learned over the years, a lot of from my involvement here with the Manhattan Party, with the Brooklyn Party, and take it to a national setting where I can talk to and reach out to people who are not already libertarians and give them a friendly face to tell them, hey, let's talk, let's explore these ideas, let's see where we can align and get you walking down that path. But also I want to sit there and help provide the resources so that way candidates across the country can have the resources available to them to run campaigns of the next generation, the campaigns that are going to fill up the seats with elected libertarians, and also at the same time advance what the LNC has already been doing. The LNC has been providing more support to candidates and getting more investment in resources for candidates. I just want to take that to the next level. I think I can be a positive force for positive messaging that'll make the party more inclusive, help bridge a divide within the party, and bring in people from outside of the party that may have not done so before to build a grander libertarian movement within the Libertarian Party.
So I've got to address the ugly elephant in the room. You're going to get some haters out there that are saying you're doing this just because you don't like the current guy in charge. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and put words in your mouth that are obviously mine. I've gone out and I've said some pretty public things. I'm not going to rehash it because we're not here to talk about me. But I've always known you to be a very, uplifting person. You started the Libertarian Positivity Caucus, for crying out loud. But the one thing that people might not necessarily get unless they followed you, they know you like I do, is that you're a fighter in the most part. And I know that when you commit to something, you go all out, just completely guns out. So when I think of you going up against somebody as Arvin Vohra, I'm curious. Are you going after him at any point, or are you just focusing on the fact that, hey, we've got this issue, I feel I could go ahead and do this more? Because other people are going to go ahead and say, forget everything else aside, I want anybody but Vohra. What's your take on that?
I'm going to be running as me. I'm going to be running on my vision, on what I think I can do, and the person I can be as vice chair. Now, my relationship with Arvin over the years has been positive. As I've ran for office, he's always made an effort to have me on his show. He introduced me at the LNC in 2016 and said very kind words when he introduced me. So my relationship with him has been positive. Now, we do have differences of opinion on tact, on how certain things should be worded and how we should present certain issues. And I'm going to advocate for the way that I think I would want issues presented, how we can bring more people, again, outreach outside of the party and unite within the party. So that way we can grow. So I'm going to focus on my vision. And if people vote for me at New Orleans at the convention, I want them to be voting for my vision, not because I want them to vote for me, not because they're voting against someone else.
Is this going to take time away from your current position as policy director for the Larry Sharpe campaign? Because that's going to be something that they go ahead and attack you with. They're going to say, but Alex, you have to focus on this. And then, what if Arvin doesn't like Larry or something? They're going to go ahead and put you in this game of mental gymnastics that, I wouldn't want to deal with it.
Larry's been very supportive. Larry's been very supportive regarding making this run. As far as my time commitment, I should have enough of a time commitment because a lot of my time commitment with the Larry Sharpe campaign tends to happen on weeknights, while a lot of the traveling I'll be doing across the country, meeting the different Libertarian Party chapters, will be going on the weekends. So there'll be a division of time. Basically, the person who has, as in my previous campaigns, will be the person I'll have to be making sure I buy many flowers and a lot of gifts for is my wife.
You've got her support, right? Because if you don't have the wife, you have nothing.
I have her support.
And you don't have to, I know you kind of touched on this earlier as you were bringing it up, but, if you don't want to, target Arvin specifically, that's perfectly fine. But what do you think are some areas that he has not been able to necessarily help the party in outside of just, the bullshit that comes out of his mouth? Like if in terms of like actually doing the job as vice chair. And I'll even, I'll even caveat this. What are some good things he's done? What are some bad things he's done within his role?
It's not whether it's bad or good. At the end of the day, when you're a leader, there are mistakes you can make that can build fractures within the movement that you're trying to build. Okay. And that anyone can make those mistakes. And there's ways that I hope that I can heal those fractures, bring in people from all levels of the party, from the most moderate classical liberal to the most radical ANCAP, bring them together so we can work together on productive projects towards, electing libertarians and bringing upon a more libertarian world. Basically, what you're going to get with me is a difference in tone. And I think that's sort of where me and Arvin may have our differences. But again, there's people who are in the party who have their differences with Arvin. If they have those differences, I hope to be someone where they won't have those differences. And that's bottom line. I'm campaigning on my vision for the party, not necessarily on any ill will towards Arvin Vohra.
Are you going to be making an endorsement of the current Libertarian Party chairman, Nicholas Sarwark, or are you going to stay out of that, since we do have several other people that are, contending for that position?
For the time being, I want to stay out of it. I will be endorsing at some point, and I have probably a pretty good idea of who I will be endorsing it. But I'm going to stay out of it for the time being to see how the race shakes up, at least for the remainder of the year.
Outstanding. Alex, I've got to let you go. If people want to go ahead and learn about you, everything you're doing, and help out, how could they do so?
At the end of the day, go to Alex Merced for LNC.com. There's several things you can do. We have a volunteer form where you can sign up so you can be a volunteer. We're going to need people to go out there and get the materials out there so that way delegates can learn about my campaign and learn about the vision for the party, and then actually inform me on what they would like to see from their vice chair. Because at the end of the day, I'm representing the party, and it's you guys who need to, help me help you in a sense, and help tell me what you feel about leadership and what I can do to make it better. And then two, you can join the mailing list. You can like the Facebook page, and then just, get the word out. And again, I'm always here to help everybody. So anything I can do, just reach out. I am here to help, because that's the reason I'm running for leadership. Like you said, it's thankless, but it's not just that. It's being a libertarian can sometimes be thankless, because we are such a minority. And so at the end of the day, I don't want to make that job any more thankless by having more divisions within a small movement. I want to unite that movement, so that way it can be more and get more done. And that's why I want to work with everyone at all levels in helping them accomplish the things that they're working on. So I'm here, I'm running because I want to be in a position to empower others to move things forward, to move the ball forward.
Alex, I'll make you a deal right now to incentivize the folks at home to probably get involved. If you go ahead and succeed at this and win in 2018, I'll become a dues-paying member of the Libertarian Party once again. That's my deal, folks. That's my barter. Love me or hate me. I may have actually just hurt you, Alex. My bad. I don't know. But thank you so much for coming on.
So you
What?
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. So definitely, folks, go ahead and check out Alex and everything else he does. Take care, man.
Take care.
All right, folks, that's it for tonight. Go ahead, check out everything Alex is doing. Take this as my official endorsement of somebody that actually knows what it's like to go out there and not just push for a person, not just push for a party, but someone that ultimately pushes for a message of freedom, peace, and everything good in life. I'm Remso W. Martinez, America. This is Remso Republic Live. Take care.